State Champs Power Play is presented by USA Hockey's National Training and Development Program. Head to USA Hockey Arena in Plymouth to see America's next superstars and USANTDP.com for schedules and info. Lawrence Tech Hockey. Check them out at LTUathletics.com. Pirani's Hockey World, 14 Michigan locations, and HockeyWorld.com. And the Michigan High School Hockey Coaches Association. For all things Michigan High School hockey, go to the hub, MIHSHockeyHub.com. What's up, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to the first ever edition of State Champs Power Play, presented by the USA Hockey National Training and Development Program. Now in their new permanent home, what used to be CompuWare Arena is now USA Hockey Arena. Do yourself a favor and check out both the U17 and U18 hockey teams. We're so lucky to have our next hockey Olympians, in some cases, perhaps NHL superstars, getting their start in Plymouth, Michigan. My co-host, the one and only Sean Belizean, thanks for being a part of it.
Oh, are you kidding me? Thanks for having me. Lauren, this is something that we've talked about for a while, and I'll echo your sentiments. It's a pleasure to do the U18 and the U17 games out there. You'll be surprised at the level of play. If you love hockey, get out there to USA Hockey Arena.
Absolutely, it is great. And we've got a ton of high school hockey highlights to get to this week. We're going to update you on the Lawrence Tech University hockey program, as well as talk about December's high school hockey players of the month. And we'll learn even more about all the upgrades at USA Hockey's new home. But let's begin on the breakaway.
I'm Ryan Terpstra, and we begin with the 32nd annual News Herald Riverview Gabriel Richard Christmas Tournament as Allen Park took on the host school, Riverview Gabriel Richard, in the title game. Allen Park in green, looking to go a perfect 8-0 on the season. We start in the first period where the game was tied at 1, and Robert Salerno, with the nice moves, he gets in and puts it into the back of the net. This senior gave the Jaguars a 3-1 lead after the first. Gabriel Richard would cut into that deficit in the second. Nice puck work here as Devin Slaughter gets it to Zach Nichols. Then to Zach Freshcura, who buries his second goal on the game, and the Pioneers were down 3-2 going into the final period. But Allen Park would start to pull away in this one. The junior, Cameron Shabbat, with a one-timer. That gives him a hat trick. Allen Park beats Gabriel Richard 7-2 to capture the tournament title.
It's playoff hockey when you haven't played in 2 weeks. That's going to take energy.
Now to the KLAA, the Battle of M59 as Heartland was at home to take on their rivals, the Howell Highlanders. Heartland in white, currently the #1 team in Division II, and we pick things up in the first period. Game is scoreless. It's a senior, Shane Kelly, wristing it top shelf for the goal, and the Eagles led 1-0 after the first. The Heartland offense took it up another notch in the second period. Check out the stick work here by Spencer Anderson, the sophomore putting it home, giving the Eagles a 2-goal lead. And they would just keep on flying. A pair of sophomores hooking up here as Josh Albring gets it over to Ridge Wilson, and he nets the goal. Now get this, they would score 7 goals in total in just the second period, en route to a 10-4 victory over their rivals from Howell. Now for more action, let's go to Lorne.
Let's head next to a Michigan Metro League OAA conference matchup as Wyandotte Roosevelt on the road to take on the Bears from Berkeley Unified. Wyandotte in blue coming in 8-2-1, got the offense going in the opening period. This is the junior Jason Branchow snapping it upstairs for the goal. Bears led 2-0 after the opening period. More from the Roosevelt O in the second. Another junior, Stephen Green, at the right place, right time. Puts it home, Wyandotte up 3-0 as we headed into the third period. Berkeley Unified with a 6-3 record, down 5-0 before making a little comeback. 5-on-3 power play. Senior forward Ian Melrose coming back from a broken wrist he suffered a couple of weeks ago, gets the goal. These Bears down 5-2. But too much Roosevelt on this night. Branchow once again, third goal on the night. Give him the hat trick. Team leading 14th on the campaign. Wyandotte Roosevelt beats Berkeley Unified 6-3 the final. Now to the KLAA South Division matchup. Livonia Churchill at home to take on their crosstown rivals Livonia Franklin at the Eddie Edgar Ice Arena. Franklin in blue, ranked 21st in our top 25, picked things up first period. This is the senior Brendan Whitney. Gets the puck and finds the back of the net. That's his 8th goal on the season. 1-0 Patriots. Churchill, riding a 4-game winning streak, looking for one for the thumb. Responded a few minutes later. Tyler Haydu had a goal in this game. Here, sliding over to Jordan Venjoni, puts it in. He had a hat trick. Game tied at 1. Chargers would add another before the end of the first. Josh Friend over to Danny Carey. Shot blocked, and Friend there to take out the trash. Livonia Churchill up 2-1 after the opening period. They would cruise from there as Friend, friendly again, the feed to Nolan Sayak, who bangs the one-timer home, one of his 2 goals in the third period. Livonia Churchill beats their rival 7-3 the final, 5th straight win. Let's take a look at the girls. The defending Division II state champs, Farmington Hills Mercy, on the road to take on the Norsemen of Grosse Pointe North. Coming in at 4-1, Grosse Pointe North in white went on the board just 90 seconds in. The senior Laura Dobbs gets the puck, puts it into the back of the net. Norsemen, 1-0 lead. Back comes Mercy. 6 minutes to go in the period. Maddie Rennie over to Kara Hodgkin. Her shot stopped, but Rennie there to bang home the rebound. One of her 2 goals in the first period. Marlins led 3-1. More from Mercy in the second. The sophomore Taylor McKenzie, the nice pass to the junior Natalie Vetas in front. The goal, they led by 3, 4-1 going into the final period. They would add insurance in the third. 2-on-1. Emmy McCann to Libby Bartels, and the freshman rips it top shelf for the goal. Farmington Hills Mercy goes on to beat Grosse Pointe North 5-1 the final.
Prospect Day, or we call it the Blue Devil Prospect Day for hockey. It's a great opportunity for our recruits to come in and get informed on the many opportunities and benefits here at Lawrence Tech and with our Blue Devil hockey program. We have a campus presentation that starts in the morning, followed by a campus tour. The recruits will come into the arena and begin checking in, and then they'll have a officiated prospect game, which the players always enjoy. We're looking for dedicated hockey players that have a full commitment to playing competitive hockey at the college level. On the ice, we like fast, we like smart, we like good puck handling abilities, amongst some other things. Lawrence Tech has a lot of opportunities to offer their students and future graduates, namely job placement upon graduation, also salary compensation, ranked amongst the highest in the nation for salary compensation. An LTU degree carries value.
Hey, if you have the dream of playing college hockey, LTU might just be the place for you. The next prospect camp is slated for March. You high school hockey players, look for the Lawrence Tech coaches at the Michigan Public High School Hockey Showcase and the MIHL Prep Hockey Showcase. Introduce yourself, get on their radar, and you might just be on your way to a full scholarship. Now, a chance to play hockey and a free education at one of the most innovative and finest universities in the country? Are you kidding me? It doesn't get much better than that. For more information on Lawrence Tech hockey, just go to LTUathletics.com.
USA Hockey has found its new home in Plymouth, Michigan. Take pride in the red, white, and blue and put on your jersey in support of Team USA. Team USA, building champions.
We want you. We are Lawrence Technological University, and we don't want just anybody. We want students who are curious and driven, students with a passion for hard work and good times, students who will move right in and shoot for the best that Lawrence Tech Southfield campus has to offer. So if you believe that everything is possible and that possible is everything, we want you at LTU.
Pirani's Hockey World is your complete source for everything hockey, from team warm-ups to coaching apparel and travel bags. Pirani's has the largest selection of team uniforms, sticks, skates, gloves, and pads from all the premier brands with the best customer service in the business. Experience the Pirani's difference that made us the official retailer of Little Caesars Amateur Sports and the Detroit Red Wings. Stop into one of Pirani's 22 locations nationwide or shop online at hockeyworld.com.
When the Plymouth Whalers of the Ontario Hockey League were sold, USA Hockey looked at the Compuware Arena as the ideal home for the USA National Team Development Program. As the summer of 2015 wound to a close, a nice arena suddenly transformed into an even nicer arena and a new name, USA Hockey Arena. The excitement is real, and longtime general manager of the building, Mike Henry, has a front row seat.
Anytime you're able to upgrade an existing facility, it's great to be around and it's great to be a part of.
Upgrading the arena to a state-of-the-art facility is not just limited to what the fans can see, but across the board for USA Hockey. And as Scott Monahan, Senior Director of Operations, explains, it's going to be awesome.
We wanted to be able to upgrade the weight room, upgrade our training facilities, and also have a facility where we could put USA Hockey events besides just the NTDP, where we could bring events in, national teams, a place where everyone could call home that's a part of USA Hockey.
The USA has made tremendous strides both in developing great players with the NTDP, but also with on-ice success, and has become a model for other countries to follow. So what can a fan expect when they come to USA Hockey Arena? Only the best the U.S. can offer, as the head of broadcast and communications, Pete Krupski, explains.
These are the elite players you're going to find in the country, and it's not just in Michigan. We have players from California, we have players from Florida, we have players from all over the United States. So it's hard not to get fired up about the United States and the hockey talent that you see here.
Hope to see you at USA Hockey Arena soon. For more information on the National Team Development Program, go to usantdp.com.
Time now to talk about high school hockey. Lauren Plant and Sean Belesian back with you. This year, Lawrence Tech is the sole presenting sponsor of all the high school hockey awards throughout the state. We're going to talk about them every week right here on the Power Play.
Yeah, we'd like to recognize all of the regional winners of December's High School Hockey Players of the Month. We were happy to go out and share in the excitement in two of last month's winners. Representing the Metro South region was senior forward Kyle Clausen from Southgate Anderson. Kyle led Anderson to a 5-2 record in December by scoring 9 goals and 10 assists in 7 games. Also made it out to see the Metro West region winner Adam Olson from Livonia Stevenson. The senior captain led the Spartans in wins over rivals Livonia Franklin and perennial power Orchard Lake St. Mary's. The defender scored 3 goals and added 7 assists in 6 games.
That's impressive. We also congratulate the North Region winner, Reed Pytilla from Houghton High, the South Region winner, Connor Smith from Pinckney, the Metro East Region awardee, Logan Genuine from Romeo, the Central Region's Max DeChico from Howell, the West Region's Trevor Stevenson from East Kentwood, and the Metro North honoree, Justin Mazzetti, representing L'Anse Creuse North High School.
Hey, congratulations to all involved, and as we send you back to some highlights, here is a list of this week's High School Hockey Players of the Week, presented by Lawrence Tech.
Ryan Terpstra here, and let's go back to Eddie Edgar Ice Arena as Livonia Stevenson was at home to take on the Plymouth Wildcats in a KLAA crossover. Picked this game up 7 minutes into the contest. Plymouth is in black, and they would get on the board first. Stevenson tries to clear it, but Wildcats senior Jacob Sylvester is there in front to put it home, and Plymouth was up 1-0 after the first period. Stevenson comes in at number 12 in our top 25 rankings, and they would respond in the second period. Shane Leonard banks it off the back of the Plymouth goalie, and the senior ties this game at 1 apiece. The Spartans would strike again just a few minutes later. Now on the breakaway, Ben Kowalski feeds it to Joe Alcantara, who one times at home. They would add another goal, and Livonia Stevenson led 3-1 going into the third. It turned out to be all Stevenson in this one as the senior defenseman Adam Olsen gets the puck, snaps it top shelf for the goal, and Livonia Stevenson goes on to beat Plymouth. 4-1 is the final. Let's go to a Michigan Metro Hockey League matchup as Southgate Anderson was at home to take on the Riverview Pirates. Pick things up in the first period. Riverview is in gold, and they're trying to get out of an early 3-0 deficit as Spencer Kennedy feeds it over to John Clemente. He bangs it in, and the Pirates were down 3-1 after the opening stanza. Southgate Anderson was looking to beat Riverview for the second time this season, and they got the offense going once again in the second. Chris Robert with the wrister from the point. He gets through for the goal, and the Titans were up 6-3 as we head to the third. Anderson would continue the onslaught. Adam Murray goes in. His shot finds the back of the net. Southgate Anderson rolls in this one. 10-3 is the final.
It's time for first-year guys to step up and play like you're not first-year guys anymore. I think you got to take another step. Returning players, take another step.
We finish up on the west side of the state in the Stan Conrad Memorial Hockey Tournament. Grand Rapids Christian facing Portage Central. First period, puck in the Christian zone. Portage Central's Jack Sproul steals it, fires on net, stopped, taps his own rebound, and is denied again by Eagles goaltender Joseph Bilesma to keep the game scoreless. We jump ahead to the third period. Portage Central trying to clear it. Eagles intercept. Brad Basor sets up Nick Workman for the backhander as Christian built a 3-0 lead. Eagles looking to put this one to bed. Puck is dumped behind the net. Things look safe, but not for long as Corey Holden sneaks it through. Grand Rapids Christian does take that next step as they defeat Portage Central 4-0.
So the first state champs power play is now in the books. This is the only place, people, you're going to get high school hockey coverage and analysis, period. We're here for the next 7 weeks.
And a lot of thanks out there. For you hockey fans out there, you have to check out MIHSHockeyHub.com. It is simply the best website for the scores, the schedules, the stats, the rankings. You name it, they got it. Check it out every day for new content. It's MIHSHockeyHub.com. A big shout out to all the coaches out there. Not only do they help us out in preparation for this show, but they're supporting this show as well. Coaches, we couldn't do it without you.
There's no doubt about it. We appreciate them and everything they do. Next week, Sean and I are going to talk who's in the running for the coveted Mr. Hockey Award. Of course, tons of highlights and so much more, so join us next week.